also that the Metropolitan Police have said there is no investigation at this time. Well, joining me is the ex-series editor of BBC's Question Time and former head of presentation for David Cameron, Nick Pisani, of BBC. You've worked with the BBC for many years. There have been some awful scandals over the years, you know, Savile, Harris, Stuart Hall, you name it. This one. It's difficult now quite to know what to believe.
Very difficult.
Clearly a rift between, and the young person is 20. Unusual, isn't it, for the parents to be speaking in public on behalf of a 20-year-old?
Well, yeah, I mean, I think that the central allegation was that the guy used the money raised, the alleged £35,000, to buy illegal hard drugs. And that's his mother talking about their child. So that in itself seemed a bit weird. But I think the alarm first went off this morning that the story may not be quite as it appears when Sir Craig Oliver, who is David Cameron's Director of Communications, he said that we as the public should be concerned that we haven't yet heard the full story. And then Kelvin Mackenzie, the very successful editor of The Sun across the 1980s, you know, when he was selling, or under his editorship, 4 or 5 million copies a day, he gave an interview to the BBC World at One programme today, and he said facts may yet come out that show that this story is not as it appears to be, and we'll see it through a very different light. Now, there'll be a lot of people with a lot of egg on their faces if what he says and what the lawyer's statement about on behalf of this younger person, if they prove to be correct, there's going to be a lot of people who've been having a go at the BBC on the presumption that what the Sun says, and the Sun's journalism is definitely on the line, is factually correct. Well, it may not be, it seems.
So what do the Sun do in a position like this?
Well, the Sun have made a rather strange statement saying that, you know, it's now for the BBC to investigate. We've put the facts before them. The BBC claim, and the mother claims, that fresh evidence was put before them. But the truth is, we don't know.
This doesn't stack up, though, does it? The Sun's claim doesn't stack up because this has now all been reported to the Metropolitan Police, and the Metropolitan Police says there is no investigation at this time. Presumably, if the Met Police had seen anything they were concerned about, they would have acted in some way.
Well, I assume that statement would be followed by one tonight saying that we've now opened an official inquiry, having had their conversations with the BBC. But they, I imagine, were shown evidence this morning that the Sun claims to be so solid that they've dominated the headlines of their own publication and almost every other for the last 3 days.
No, they have. Well, if they're wrong...
I mean, if they're wrong, this is going to be very, very serious. It's going to be serious for a lot of organisations.